Hiya, I'm Sari from the future, as in October 2019, to talk to you about a trip I took in September 2017. I've only just found all my videos for it, so that's what I'm just putting together now. Unfortunately, I seem to have lost the intro and outro pieces that I did, so that's why I'm filming this one now, and hope you enjoy the video. So my husband and I flew into Austria from England at the invitation of my friend Friedrich, who told us about the gathering and kindly offered us her donkey, Victor, to carry our gear. The meeting is held in different locations each year, and this one began at a place called Natters, just outside Innsbruck. We were picked up from the airport by the hosts and were treated with great hospitality while we waited for everyone to arrive. Friedrich was driving over from Germany with Victor, her mule Key, and her friend Sandra. I thought I had video of them arriving, but I guess that's another piece of footage that got lost in the ether. The next morning, having introduced ourselves to Victor, we started bright and early for our 5-hour walk over to Elbergen, which is about 10 miles away as the crow flies. There were quite a number of us taking part and, as you can imagine, it took a long time to get everyone organised. But at last we were off. Victor was quite strong for the first mile or so. He seemed to think he was in some kind of race. Fortunately, he settled later on after realising that he had quite a distance to go in hilly terrain. Austria is so clean, we never saw litter anywhere, everything was picturesque. The pony mule without a pack saddle on is a youngster. I think he was around 3 years old, and hadn't yet been backed. He came along for the experience, led by Casey, one of the professional packers over from the US. Friedrich is pointing out the Brenner Pass and the motorway that takes you over the Alps from Austria into Italy. Later we would pass underneath this bridge, which is 777 metres long and 190 metres above the ground. are going underneath it. You can bungee jump off this if you're so inclined. Our packing skills would improve as the trek went on. During this first day, poor Victor had to put up with our incompetence and a floppy top load. We managed to mislay one of the hikers who had joined the pack group while we were crossing the forest, so we had to wait a while in the hopes he'd turn up. He did eventually. We didn't mind the rest anyway. Finally, we reached our stop for the night in Elbogen. It was some luxury as we had a room to ourselves and all the equines had paddocks. Austria is very well set up for long-distance equestrian travellers. While we watched Victor and Key relax, Casey told us about how much of his home state of Oregon was on fire, and that he and his pack string would need to get to work helping the fire crews as soon as he got back. His son was currently holding down the fort. In 2017, these fires burned almost 500,000 acres in total. Coming from a small country like the UK, it can be hard to imagine such a vast area, let alone such a vast area on fire. So that's the end of part one. We walked from Natters to, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Elbogen. I don't know how many miles it was, I'll put it in the underneath when I remember. I did write this down, but I forgot. And then we stayed the night in a beer house, all ready for our next day, which will be in part two.